Hello and welcome to Wisdom Without Borders. In this series, we will explain the whys, whens, and wherefores of classical quotations used by President Xi Jinping. In this episode, we will explain the sentence, "Impartial and fair, the kingly approach always prevails." On January 18, 2017, Xi quoted this ancient proverb when delivering a keynote speech entitled "Work Together to Build a Community with a Shared Future for Humanity" at the United Nations office at Geneva, Switzerland. The quote derives from the Book of Documents, a collection of ancient literature dating back to the period preceding the Qin Dynasty, China's first feudal dynasty that ruled from 221 until 206 BC. It cautions rulers to act with impartiality, not to abuse their power for personal gain or engage in partisan politics, and to always follow the path of justice.
That unilateralism, driven by greed, is leading us, rich and poor, strong and weak, to a catastrophe.
Tanzanian Vice President Philip Isdor Bango said at the general debate of the 77th session of the UN General Assembly on September 22, 2022. In recent years, developing countries have lifted cooperation and collectively demanded a more equitable international order. In doing so, they have fostered more impartial international relations. But the world continues to face challenges such as unilateralism and hegemonism, which perpetuate global injustice. China's law on foreign relations, which took effect on July 1, 2023, codifies the following 5 principles: mutual respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity, mutual non-aggression, mutual non-interference in internal affairs, equality and mutual benefit, and peaceful coexistence. The 5 principles of peaceful coexistence were first put forward by then Premier Zhou Enlai on December 31, 1953, when he met with members of an Indian government delegation. They were elaborated at the Asian African Conference in Bandung, Indonesia in April 1955 and incorporated into the 10 principles for conducting international relations adopted at the conference. For the first time, the 5 principles were affirmed in their entirety as principles guiding international relations. Over the past decade, China has put forward a series of proposals on improving global governance. These include building a community with a shared future for humanity, the Belt and Road Initiative, the Global Development Initiative, the Global Security Initiative, and the Global Civilizations Initiative. These concepts and initiatives resonate with the global pursuit of peace, justice, and progress, and have garnered widespread recognition and support, especially among developing nations. Additionally, they form the legal foundation of the law on foreign relations of the People's Republic of China. China upholds the ideal of pursuing impartiality in handling international issues and stands on the side of equality and justice. China observes the purposes and principles of the UN Charter, safeguards world peace and security, and promotes global common development. It is committed to settling international disputes by peaceful means and opposes hegemonism and power politics, as well as the use of force or threat of force in international relations. China upholds the principle that all countries are equal, regardless of size, strength, or development level, and supports humanity's common values of peace, development, equity, justice, democracy, and freedom. Impartial and fair, the kingly approach always prevails. As long as the international community can adhere to the principles of peaceful coexistence and win-win cooperation, and promote the building of a community with a shared future for humanity, it will surely be able to solve challenges such as regional conflicts and unilateralism, and foster a truly equal and just international relationship.